In this video, we're going to discuss the reason why you need to learn the laws. In my 40 plus years of driving, the rules and regulations have changed quite a bit. We'll just take hours of service for example. When I first started driving, you couldn't drive more than 10 hours in a 24-hour period, or more than 10 hours without an 8-hour rest break. You could actually break up your sleep and drive time, and you could between on duty and driving, work for 15 hours. They didn't have this 14-hour clock like we have today. But also, somewhere around late 90s, early 2000s, they changed the regulations that you no longer have to take a test called, it was called certification of written exam. It was a 110 question test pertaining to the rules and regulations. Now back in the 70s when I started driving, the book was only a ½ inch thick instead of an 1.5 inches thick. The pages on hours of service were like 5. Now if you get over here to section 395, it's almost 35 pages. Most people today don't even have the slightest idea what's in the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Regulations. And they decided to do this because the revenue stream from not knowing the laws was diminishing because too many people were well educated on the laws because of the certificate of written exam. So when they quit issuing the test, people would get the book when they got hired onto a motor carrier, never open it up, toss it on their seat, toss it in their bunk, lose it, throw it away, whatever the case may be. And the DOT were loving it because it's easy to mess with somebody in a DOT inspection when they don't know the laws. So I would strongly suggest you grab your motor carrier manual and start reading through it. I mean, right there, that section there, that's why it's so hard to get employed anymore. That's employment qualifications, your drug testing qualifications, everything that a motor carrier needs to do just to hire you. So if you think that, oh, the laws don't affect me, well, let me tell you something. If you're a salesperson and you drive more than 40 hours a week, you're subject to these laws. People pulling campers or trailers or livestock and that, whether they know it or not, they are not exempt of those laws. I mean, there's a section in there that's about 45 pages. It tells you proper lights, proper brakes, everything. And that includes you with the camper. So when it comes to the laws, learn the laws. If you ever want to drive truck, learn the laws. I keep this visible when I get into a DOT inspection. They see it in my door, or they see it up on my dash, and they're less likely to mess with me because they know I know the laws. If they think you don't know the laws, they're going to mess with you bad. So learn the laws. And I'm going to be doing a series here from that book on what the laws are to try and help everybody. So just remember, learn the laws. Thank you.